Kawaki so far in Boruto Two Blue Vortex has not been able to come close to his goals. While he vowed to destroy the Otsutsuki race starting with Boruto, he clearly is not strong enough to be able to kill him and any other opponents that are present in the story. After trying to fight Jura when the Shinju first came to the village, Kawaki was quickly destroyed, and as of chapter 12, Kawaki is left standing alone after Boruto and Sarada were taken down by Jura. And even though Hidari was killed off by Kawaki, a thorn soul was formed that was retrieved back to Jura at the end of the chapter. In today's video, I want to talk about how Kawaki can use the thorn soul in order to get stronger to be able to kill Boruto and eliminate any other future enemies that pose a threat to the Leaf Village. Now let me make this clear, I would be very surprised if Kawaki will ever be able to kill Boruto at any point in Two Blue Vortex. However, I don't want to rule this out because there could be a scenario where this could play out. Despite Kawaki's less than expected strength, the truth is he will catch up to Boruto one way or another. With him being the second main character of this series and his story being so intertwined with Boruto's fate, it is inevitable that he and Boruto will fight each other at some point during Two Blue Vortex. I've already discussed how Kawaki could get stronger in a previous video, such as going to a model to modify his body, procuring a chakra fruit to surpass his genetics, and leaving the village altogether. However, with the events of chapter 12 occurring, I think a new opportunity for Kawaki to get stronger has finally opened up. After Jura took out Boruto and Sarada, he made the statement that he must devour Kawaki and kill Boruto due to Boruto knowing about the thorn soul, making him a more dangerous enemy than just Otsutsuki fodder. Kawaki on the other hand is going to be targeted as food for Jura to devour to be able to form a chakra fruit. However, I doubt Kawaki is going to go down so easily. One way or another, Kawaki will reach a breaking point with his current strength and become desperate to protect the village and to kill Boruto. Right now he is prioritizing the village safety as he was the one who delivered the final blow to Jura instead of attacking Boruto right away. However, he still has murder on his mind to smoke out Boruto. Kawaki became interested in the thorn soul when it first formed, and from how Kashin Koji and Jura were talking about it, it makes me think that it contains some life form from Hidari, which potentially originates from Sasuke since he was devoured when him and Boruto fought Code during the 3-year time skip. The thorn soul was just introduced in the latest chapter, and eventually we will get more information about it since many characters seem to understand and see its importance after it made an appearance. Jura currently has a thorn soul in his hands, and with him wanting to devour Kawaki, Kawaki is going to have to protect himself one way or another. From a power perspective, it's clear that Kawaki cannot fight Jura at all, as earlier in TBV when he first came to the village, Kawaki got destroyed by Jura in a few panels. His options are very limited right now because he has a desire to protect the village despite not being strong enough. However, he knows he has to fight back or else everything that Naruto built would mean nothing. I mean, it would end up to that point one way or another as shown in the opening scene of the series, but for Kawaki's sake, when it comes to accomplishing his goals, he must stay alive to be able to fight these opponents where he can kill someone like Boruto. There is a possibility that Kawaki could attack Boruto right away, seeing that he was shot down, since he is the first Otsutsuki that he is looking to take down. However, we know that it won't end up like that, considering that Jura could immediately fly toward them, or Momoshiki possibly can come back to save Boruto's life since he needs his vessel alive. But Jura is the main villain right now, and since he is targeting Kawaki, both characters are going to meet again in the next chapter. However, I think it could be different this time around. The one thing that has been interesting about Jura's character so far is that he wants to learn more about this world since he has awakened self-awareness. A dynamic between Jura and Kawaki could be formed if Kawaki can't find any other options to protect Konoha, aka selling his soul for more power on what he wants to achieve. There is one thing that both characters have in common as of Boruto chapter 12. Both want to kill Boruto for their own separate reasons. One thinks Boruto knows too much about the Shinju, while the other poses a threat to Naruto because of Momoshiki. A collaboration could happen, but the thorn soul could be the connection for Kawaki to reach a higher level. Just like a chakra fruit that can be eaten where Otsutsuki can evolve the genetics and powers, could this be similar to how a thorn soul's powers be transferred if it is consumed? At this point in the story, I feel like Kawaki has been naive about his strength, and ever since he has activated the Omnipotence Jutsu in part 1, he has disregarded his morals in order to accomplish what he wants, and I don't think that will change anytime soon. He's become unapologetic about destroying destroying Boruto's life, and he doesn't care about the relationship that he's built with his brother anymore, as he wants to kill the Otsutsuki, but he can't get close to it right now. Since he and Jura are trying to kill Boruto, I think Kawaki will tell Jura about his desires to kill Otsutsuki, starting with Boruto, which would warrant a team up between the two. However, the biggest problem is how would Jura take this if they would team up? He wants to devour Kawaki as Tantail's food, but both characters could come to a similar understanding about how they see their end goals. Kawaki needs to get stronger, but Jura needs to kill Boruto, where they could come to settle their differences for later, once they get what they wanted. However, can they really kill Boruto when it matters most? The answer is, I just don't know. Considering how fast Boruto moves using the flying fashion jutsu, he can instantly teleport from place to place, and in the scenario he gets jumped, he could escape to where Kashinkoji is to buy time and potentially fight back later. All in all, Kawaki has to get his hands on the thorn soul somehow, because right now Jura has his hands on it and most likely will hold on to it for a while, because Kawaki will not be able to pry it from his hands, but in the scenario he can get the thorn soul, Kawaki devouring it will evolve his powers to be able to fight the top tiers of the verse. While we haven't gotten the full information about the thorn soul yet, if the powers of Hidari can be transferred to Kawaki, this not only would make him have an easier time fighting a Boruto or a Jura, but also new abilities could form for him, like more jutsus for his dojutsu and other hacks, as well as more mastery of his karma seal that could pose a problem for Boruto in battle when they eventually have their fight in a destroyed Leaf Village. Another noteworthy thing about Kawaki is that for some reason I feel like he hasn't fought at full power yet, which is hilarious to me because despite his fights against Boruto and Jura, he hasn't activated the horned karma form yet, where he is able to draw the most power from the karma, as shown when he fought Momoshiki during the Kodar, where he was able to keep up with them. Even though he hasn't used Karma Stage 2 yet, the fact that he is getting destroyed by the top tiers so easily in his weaker forms, I don't think the end results of any of those battles would have changed since Kawaki is still headstrong on defeating these opponents, and I think Kishimoto is deliberately showing us the power gap between Kawaki and the top tiers. The Thorn Soul's relevance in the story is going to change the power dynamic in Two Blue Vortex, as Jura was willing to forego his goal of devouring Himawari, who has the 9 Tails chakra, and instead target Boruto and Kawaki, meaning that this is way more important than we realize if Jura willingly changes his own desires. Also, let's not forget about the other Shinju present in the story, such as Matsuri and Bug, who are targeting other characters like Konohamaru and Ada, who could change the series as well, if they are able to devour or kill them in the future of the story. In the scenario that Kawaki can't get Hidari's thorn soul that Jura has, it's very possible that he hunts down the other Shinju with either Matsuri or Bug and retrieve their thorn soul to devour for more power. Both Shinjus could be lurking around Konoha waiting for their opportunity to devour their targets, and if I'm being honest here, if any of the remaining Shinju could be disposed of for a thorn soul, most likely it would be Matsuri and Bug, rather than Jura in the situation that Hidari's thorn soul is used for another cause or is taken somewhere from Kawaki's grasp. Boruto explained that Hidari's thorn soul is the key to saving Sasuke, meaning that in the scenario that the thorn soul is devoured or destroyed, there would be no way for Boruto to save his master. Where I'm gonna be real here, I don't expect Naruto and Sasuke to be killed off anymore, since both have been effectively sealed away for a very long time, and I don't think Kishimoto is going to kill these characters since they already have left their impact onto the next generation, such as with Boruto and Kawaki. Kawaki has to level up or else he will continue to fall behind when it comes to his goal of destroying the Otsutsuki. He is my favorite character as well, and it does suck to see Kawaki get beat by his contemporaries, where he should be able to keep up with the likes of Boruto and Jura, but the truth is he's just not there yet. Eventually he will, so don't get your hopes up, but we're just gonna have to stay patient and let Kishimoto cook up for the rest of TBV. But let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section below. Do you think Kawaki will devour a thorn soul to evolve his powers to be able to fight Jura and Boruto, or do you think he will get stronger in another way? So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell as well, and have a good day. Peace.